Hey guys, welcome back. It's Claytano. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And today we're going to be talking about R5 comps, strategies, and basically everything that I know about R5 because I know you guys have been wanting a video just like this. So here it is. First off though, before we get into it, I'm going to try to talk really quickly because I want to get it done in a couple runs to give everything that I possibly know about R5 in this video. But apologize about the last couple days. I haven't made videos because I've been moving from one apartment to a house now, and there's a lot of extra things that go into it that I wasn't expecting. So I am officially back, and maybe there'll be a new house vlog coming out soon. I don't know. We'll see. But real life shit's going on. I apologize. So now to get into the video here, the first thing that I want to mention, because I get asked this question a lot, is why do my runes suck on my R5 monsters? Why do they suck? Well, there you go. You see all my runes. They do suck. They do suck because I focus and optimize my personal account based on the things that I feel are important to me in the game. That's not to say that R5 isn't important, but I like to put my best runes on my arena, my RTA, and my guild war monsters because that's like the fun part of the game for me. At the end of the day, R5 is just another dungeon like DB10, GB10, MB10, and I feel like as long as it works and gets the job done, why do I need to waste any more energy on it? And this is the final product, is that it's just kind of like leftover runes that goes on these monsters, and hey, it works, perfect, cool, we'll move on. The next thing that I want to talk about is the rune sets on monsters. Everybody feels like Violent is the best set for R5. It is not. It is only good on cleansers. Don't put Violent on any other monster besides a cleansing monster. That's the only monster that you want to have Violent on. Everybody else, take off Violent. I don't care what set you put on it. Just take it off Violent. That's all that matters. So if you look, I'm going to show you guys real quick. If you look, everybody that's in this R5, okay? Not Violent, not a cleanser. 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 We have two cleansers that are Violent. Okay, let's move on to YKE. Not a cleanser. Okay? Nobody's a cleanser. I'm going to get to it in just a second. But again, the main thing, if it's not a cleansing monster, don't put Violent on it. The reason why is because the boss sees that. It knows the shit you're trying to pull on him, the sheet that you're trying to pull over his eyes, and it knows that, okay, you got Violent, you got Violent on all your, you got Violent, I'm gonna fuck you. That's what he says. That's what he says. I'm gonna fuck you. And he does. Because the more Violent you have, the more turns you take. Say you have a Violent Chassoon. That is the dumbest thing in R5 that I have ever seen. A Violent Chassoon. Here's why when we get back into the fight. But Chassoon is throwing butterflies, raising everybody's health and attack power after everybody's already full health and attack power buffed from Colleen. Like, hello, stupid. And then she's boosting up her attack gauge and filling up HP. Like, it boosting up attack gauge for what reason? So you could throw more butterflies at the boss. So if you look at this right here, becomes enraged whenever an enemy gets a turn, and the skill will activate automatically when enraged 16 times. So when your monsters fight 16 times, when they move 16 times, he will do that one where it removes all the buffs and heals himself up according to however many buffs that he removes off of you. See, look, remove beneficial, watch it gets at 14, 15, 16, okay, boom, bop, 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 and then stuns everybody. And that's why you need the cleansers, is because it stuns everybody and it sucks. So you don't want to force that upon yourself more so than you really have to. This alone will completely change your guys' R5 because you'll be getting hit less and your team will be more efficient in fighting the boss. Okay, that's so rune sets. And we talked about why my runes suck. So now that we got those two things out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is composition, and it's going to be real quick. The main thing you want is Colleen. Boom, done. You want a You want some sort of a cleanser. Kona, Delphoy, Anivel, Lisa. Anivel and Lisa are probably better cleansers than the other two. And then also Marna being the #1 cleanser, in my opinion, for R5 because he does all this other things at the same time that you really like in R5. Okay, one, two. Colleen, cleanser. That's the main thing. Then the next thing you want to look at is your other 2 support monsters. You want to have 2 more support monsters, either another cleanser, another healer, or another monster like Diaz or Darian. So you have your 1, Colleen, cleanser, Darian. Darian or Diaz. If you don't have Diaz from the HOH, you definitely have Diaz from the secret dungeons. So there's your 4 monsters. And then the 5th and 6th monsters are going to be damage dealers for the most part. If you die too quickly, then maybe have another support monster and a damage dealer. But make sure your damage dealer is not Squish Lord for sure. It has to have at least, I would say, at least 15,000 HP. Like, I get away with 15,000 HP, but I do have a lot of protection with it. So if you don't have a lot of protection though, and you're maybe just starting into R5, you want to make sure that you at least have like 15, 20,000 HP. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not going to do any damage if you are not alive. It's not going to do any damage if you're not alive. Think that, okay? So if it dies, it's gone. It's not doing anything. Next thing that I want to talk about, now that you have your 6 monsters set up, who goes in the front line and who goes in the back line? People talk about all the time whether I put 3 monsters in front, 3 monsters in back, 2 and 2, 4 and 2, whatever it might be. 2 and 4, 4 and 2, whatever it might be. I personally kind of changed it up. I like to change it up. Sometimes putting a little bit more damage on the front line, like throwing my Revenge Xiaolin up there to get a little extra thing inside the boss every now and then when she revenges. Sometimes I can do that with certain teammates that I'm playing with. Sometimes I can't do that. Why specifically is that the case? I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So if it doesn't work, kind of just change it up a little bit. But the main thing that I like to do is if it can survive the front line, meaning that it has 25 to 30,000 HP with about 1250 to 1500 defense, I put it up there. I put it up there because it takes more damage. Now, in this situation though, you don't need to have those stats to be able to survive. You can survive with less stats than that, but that's just like what you want to shoot for at least. The next thing I would say, the reason why you want to have monsters in the front line is like, say Colleen, for instance. If you build her on triple revenge, she's going to be taking more hits than everybody else because the boss goes into her more often than he goes into the back line. So if you have triple revenge on a monster, put it in the front and make sure it has those defense and HP substats so that way she's able to stay alive and also revenge and hit key crucial attack break debuffs on the boss. So like as soon as he does his 3rd twirl, he's twirling around, comes down on everybody, that is when he's doing the most damage, right after that 3rd twirl. But if your Colleen takes all that damage, and then says, I didn't like that, I'm gonna throw an attack break debuff right back on you, you just gave your team a much higher chance to win the rest of the fight. That's when the fight starts. Mine did not do it in this fight, but we should still be okay. Hopefully, we'll see. Sometimes though, shit happens, RNG happens, you fail, you're done, who cares? Restart, do it again. It's gonna happen. I fail probably once or twice a day, even with like guildmates that that do runs all day long. It's just bad RNG. It happens. People don't use the right skills. It happens. Don't worry about it. Just get right back on that horse and keep on riding, okay? And I think that's about all I wanted to go over. Those main things. So as long as you guys keep that in mind for the future, you guys should be in good shape. But if you have any questions, concerns, comments, anything at all, please go ahead, comment, like this video if it helped you, subscribe if you want to see tomorrow's video, because I post videos every single day. But as always, guys, stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. What's going on, Soup? It's Claytano. Be sure to subscribe for more content every single day. If you missed yesterday's video, you can check it out here. And if you're in need of some free crystals, you can click on this other link instead. Also, if you want to stay connected with me personally, go ahead and hit me up on any social media platform at Claytano, and I will see you guys tomorrow.